evening. You're watching Real Talk. My name is Chris, and it is Saturday, the 26th of June 2021, and I'm on my way to work. It's an overtime day today, so you know, beggars can't be choosers when it comes to overtime. This is what they had when I asked for it, which is starting work at 26 minutes past 5 in the evening and finishing at 2:55 in the morning. I did overtime yesterday, which was a decent time because they actually paid me. So I thought, you know what, money's money. I've got to do what I've got to do. But I've been watching the news, and I'm done with trying to support and defend Tories. I can't do it anymore. I've always tried to play devil's advocate and stuff, you know, always try and see things from other people's point of view. You know, I've always been that way. Okay, I've defended Boris Johnson over and over again whenever he's made a cock up. I've always said, but no one's had the burden he's had, you know, no one's had to have the responsibility he's had, blah blah blah. He's been dealing with things the best he can given the circumstances he's dealt, and I'm not going to defend him anymore, purely because he says he forgives Matt Hancock. Matt Hancock. I don't. How can you support someone who does that? You know, I mean, I'm not looking at the camera. The camera's there. I'm not looking at the camera because I'm looking at the road. But I can't support that kind of behaviour. I will never support that kind of behaviour. But the thing is, it's not down to Boris Johnson to forgive Matt Hancock. Oh no. It's not down to him at all. It's down to Matt Hancock's wife and 3 children to forgive him. And on top of that, he goes and breaks his own rules. And I've come to the conclusion that all of the Tories now are all exactly the same. It's like the rules just don't apply to them. And I've brushed it off. I've swept it under the carpet. I've tried to give them the benefit of the doubt on absolutely everything. I have tried, and I just can't. I can't. So when I see people like Dominic Cummings, who goes and tests his eyesight by driving down the motorway, because that's a real smart thing to do during a lockdown. Yeah, I don't believe that for one second. What a load of old bollocks that was, you know. And you know, Boris Johnson supported him. He was there for him, you know. And then what does he do? He throws him clean under the bus. Under the bus. Dominic Cummings throws him under the bus, right? And you know, and then Boris Johnson, he makes cock up after cock up with not doing things in time when they should have been done. Like I've been saying, things should have been done since the beginning of 2020. I've been saying what should have been going on, and it just weren't happening. And then when it was happening, it was weeks or months after I said it, and it was just too little too late. So, you know, so I forgave him for that, because he had a lot to deal with Brexit and all these other shenanigans that's been going on. And I forgave Boris Johnson for that. I really did. You know, and with all of them, I thought they've got a lot to deal with. You know, they're doing the best they can. But when I see Matt Hancock on sketchy CCTV, right, groping his aide and trying to get that bit of popcorn out the back of her throat with his tongue, because apparently that's how they say hello in the Tory party. And you know, it's like, hello there, dear. How are you? Lovely to see you. Did you get the paperwork done? Suck my cock. You know, is that how they do things? And it's like, and I fully support him and I back him all the way. Get in there, my son. No, Boris, no. You're all the same. You all support each other when the shit hits the fan, because the shit hits the fan so often you don't know what it's like for the shit not to hit the fan. This is normal for you, and you support him. Why? Why do you support this cheating scumbag? You know, I mean, to be honest with you, you know, all the men in the world, your wife married you. I don't know why. And then out of all the men in the world, your aide is, you know, the homewrecker that she is. You know, she should know better. Thought it was okay to have whatever she thinks she was having with you, Mr. Hancock. Do me a favour. Out of all the men in the world, what was so special? I know what's so special about you. You must have a bit of wedge. And I'm not talking about how big your dick is. I'm talking about a little bit of money. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what attracts these women to you, because you're not a particularly attractive bloke, are you? No. You and the lot of you. To be honest with you, out of all of them that look the way they do, a little bit weird to be fair, I was actually half expecting it to be Chris Whitty. And I don't know why. It's like he's the same bloke that's out of that cartoon video out of Plasticine. Anyone go to YouTube and type in "Hey Stranger." You look at that, just type in "Hey Stranger" and look at the Plasticine animation. That's Chris Whitty. I thought it would have been him, personally, but turns out I was wrong. But they're all the same. And he forgives him. Boris, it's not down to you to forget. You're not married to him. No, you're not. You don't even know how many children you have. In fact, Jonathan Pye brought that up in a fantastic video he put on social media this morning. Or it might have been yesterday, whenever it was. But that was fantastic. But it's not down to you to forgive him, Boris. No, it's down to his wife. And I wouldn't be surprised if she does forgive him, because I don't know what she does for a living. I heard rumours she's part of the royal family, but how true that is, I don't know. But maybe because of, again, maybe it's the wedge. Who knows? But at the end of the day, the long and short of the matter is, he's a scumbag who cheated on his wife with the aide. Do you know what? This is what I want someone to do, right? Because I don't have the time nor the know. I've got the know-how. I just haven't got the time to do this, all right? Whoever's seen Team America World Police will know exactly what I'm talking about when there's the song "Everyone Has AIDS." AIDS, AIDS, AIDS. I want someone to redo that with Matt Hancock and her face on the characters, right? And I want it to be changed to "Matt Hancock has an aid. Aid, aid, aid. Aid, 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 aid." Like that. You see, just something. I think that'd be hilarious. But that's just me. But I'm officially, I've never really fully supported the Tories. I've never really been to the left or the right of the equation. I've always been someone who follows a little bit of common sense. So for me, when it came down to lockdowns and restrictions, as much as I don't like them, I'm in favour of them because I believe they work. You know, it's just my opinion. Everyone's free to have their own opinion. That's my opinion. Okay, so I think lockdowns work when they're done properly and people actually follow the rules and do what they're supposed to do. I mean, I can tell you now, as I drive through central London on a daily basis, I don't see any social distancing from anyone. There are hundreds, if not thousands of people all up in each other's faces, like it's all been normal all along. And people are wondering why we're now seeing 16,000 plus cases a day. Bearing in mind the death rate and hospitalizations have been dramatically cut. Thank you very much to these vaccines. I think that's a fantastic thing. But the thing is, what people don't understand, and this is what Matt Hancock and Boris Johnson should have been emphasizing all along, is it only takes one damn variant of COVID-19 to become immune to these vaccines. That's all it takes. It takes a person who's been vaccinated to get COVID-19. Every single time someone gets the virus, believe it or not, it actually does mutate every single time. And all it takes is one mutation for it to be, I'm gonna survive. That's all it takes. And all of that hard work, all of the vaccinations, all of the lockdowns, all of the restrictions would have been for absolutely nothing, because this whole time everything has been so lax and wishy-washy with everything because of people whinging on their woke lefty agenda. Right, and bearing in mind, I'm not to the left or the right. I'm firmly in the middle, but I'm on the edge of. I'm on the side of common sense. All right. So everyone that's been whinging about lockdowns that have actually not followed rules, which is what they're not doing now, right? If they end up getting it, I have no sympathy at this point for anyone who gets COVID-19 when they haven't been vaccinated, when they have had the choice to get vaccinated. You know, I've got absolutely no sympathy at all. And the shit is going to hit the fan, 100%. And whose fault is this? Boris Johnson and Matt Hancock's fault, you see. And I've tried to support them. I've tried to be, do you know what? They've got a tough job. I understand them, blah, blah, blah. I'm not doing it anymore. They've not been tough enough. And I've forgiven them. And I'm not going to do it anymore. I can't forgive Boris Johnson for the way he's dealt with this entire pandemic. Not anymore. I'm not going to support him anymore. I can't support Boris Johnson for supporting assholes that break rules and cheat on their wives. I can't support that. I can't support Matt Hancock. I can't support absolutely any of them anymore. So I don't know what political party to sway towards it. I find it very difficult to go towards Labour at any point, because I just don't trust Keir Starmer as far as I could throw him at all. Actually, he's about as bad as Jeremy the Messiah Corbyn, and he's not the Messiah. He's a naughty boy now. Fuck off. You see, he's not. You know, it's just the way it is. I can't trust any of them. I can't trust the liars that are the Liberal Democrats, because that's all they ever do. They either cling on to something that someone else has got, or they lie. And then they lie and they lie and they lie, and they don't deliver on anything. But they all lie. At least the Liberal Democrats are more open about their lying, I suppose. You know, I can't vote for UKIP because I'm done with UKIP. And as for Nigel Farage, I was a staunch supporter of Farage throughout Brexit, and then his stance on the vaccine and COVID and lockdowns and stuff, I don't agree with. I think he's the biggest fucking idiot of the lot of them. So I can't. Is it Brexit Party? I don't know these new people in the Brexit Party. What do I do? What do I do? You know, and I've got people. Who's this? Double trouble, what a bender, you know, bumhole. Yeah, say what you like, that's perfectly fine, you know. But Matt Hancock, what an absolute prick. Eggy bread, I like eggy bread. I do like eggy bread, it's tasty. Eggy bread, you're tasty. And yes, I can be a twat, that's perfectly fine. Say what you like, I don't care. You know, but there we go. I'm done with UK politics for now. I really am. I can't support these bellends anymore. I can't do it. I point blank refuse to support this pillock who cheats on his wife and gets caught, and then the Prime Minister supports him. Get in there, my son. Honestly, what a bunch of arseholes. You're the bellend, mate. Yeah, good. I'm glad you think I'm the bellend, because you and a few others probably watching this think I'm a bellend. No one else does, you know. So you crack on, me old son. As long as that keeps you happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. Everyone's happy Saturday. I'm glad you're okay. So I don't know. Anyway, on that note, I really do wish everyone has an absolutely fantastic weekend. Take it easy. Love you all. Even all you haters out there, you're all wonderful people deep down. Take it easy.